My name is Geoff Rector. I am one of the medievalists in the department. More recently, I've been teaching a class that I've called Epic Fail. That is a kind of long and strange history of the failure of epic as a genre in England in the period between about 1150 and the middle of the 19th century. When we ask what is an epic, the question itself is really interesting. So typically these are narratives of a national past, a kind of moment of foundation or origin of a nation or a people that is bound to the particular exploits of a series of heroes. And in the 19th century in particular, you see a drive in the emergence of new nation states to try to find their ancient epic. So Germany wanted its epic in the Nibelungenlied, and the French wanted their epic in the Song of Roland, and the English wanted their epic, which they had to only strangely find in Beowulf, which is in fact a work written in Old English about a Swedish hero. Well, the course starts with a series of letters that Milton writes prior to the writing of Paradise Lost, where he tells us of his intention to write a history of King Arthur, an epic of King Arthur. But when he publishes Paradise Lost, we know that it has abandoned that topic altogether, and so the class starts with Paradise Lost as both the great English epic, but also a failure to write an epic of a particularly English hero, Arthur. And the course then moves backwards to look into the 12th century to see one of the great sort of high medieval epics written by Geoffrey of Monmouth, and this is the History of the Kings of Britain, which is the origins of the King Arthur story. It's also a way of looking at the way that the nation and the way that the nation perceives itself, some of the kind of fantasies of nationhood are transformed over time, so that at different moments in English history, different kinds of glory and different kinds of pasts were desired and longed for.